Okay, so we're going to do number 19 on lesson 104. And I think they got a little ahead of themselves because you haven't had finding the least common multiple yet. I think they probably meant that to be a 3, but we'll proceed because we can do this, right? So we know we always do the parentheses part of the problem first. So I'm just going to pretend like that's my only problem right now. 3 minus 1/3. Okay, remember how I said I like to do my problems vertically. So I need to borrow 1, don't I? So that turns to a 2, and that 1 turns into 3/3. Same thing as 1, right? So 3/3 minus 1/3 is 2/3, and 2 minus 0 is 2, all right? So now I have a new problem. 5 and 2/5 plus 2 and 2/3. Now I know I can't add them unless the denominators are the same. So I need to find the least common multiple of 5 and 3. So let's move on. And I'm going to write 2/5 and 2/3. What are the multiples of 5? It's like skip counting. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm going to write the multiples of 3. So skip counting again. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I'm looking for the least common multiple. So the smallest number that's in both of my lists. So 5's not in there, 10's not in there, 15 is in there. So that's my least common multiple, right? Okay, so I'm going to change, that's my new denominator. So on both of these fractions, I'm going to make equivalent fractions with the denominator of 15. So I'm going to write my fraction times line equals line, okay? And I know I want my new denominator to be 15. And then my original fraction times line equals line. I'm going to draw myself a little box around here because I know I want that to be the same number. So what do I do to 5 to get 15? Multiply by 3? So really I'm multiplying by 1, right? So 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so I know that 2/5 and 6/15 are the same amount of pi. This one has more cuts in it. So let's do the same thing down here. 3 times what is 15? 5. Put that number on the top. 2 times 5 is 10. So now I have 2 new fractions with the same denominator. So now I can add them. Okay, let's come over here. And my original problem, I lost it. Okay, 5 and 2/5 plus 2 and 2/3. Well, I changed those, right? So now my problem is 5 and 6/15 plus 2 and 10/15. Okay, so what's 6 and 10? 16/15, and that's 7. That looks funny, doesn't it? Can I change that to 1 and 1/15? You see how I did that? So really, that's 15/15 plus 1/15. And I know that that's the same thing as 1. So this piece right here is 1 and 1/15, okay? So I'm going to add that 1 here, becomes an 8, and then I have my 1/15 left over. So my answer is 8 and 1/15. Oh my gosh, I think that's kind of a little too complicated for you guys. If you don't get it, that's fine. But that's how you work those. See if you could work the same problem maybe with 5 and 2/3, so you didn't have to change the denominators. It's no big deal if you do. I mean, you can do this, but you may have to practice a little bit. So the steps are, do the stuff in the parentheses first. So 3 minus 1/3 is 2 and 2/3. Then rewrite your problem. And then we've got to find the least common multiple of 5 and 3. So you're looking at your denominators, and you're finding the multiple that they both share. That's the smallest option. And then I'm going to do my original fraction times 1 to get my new denominator. My original fraction times 1 to get my new denominator. Okay, so that one and that one look different, but they're both 1. So you can always multiply anything times 1. Have my new fractions here. So now I can add. This is a little tricky because you're going to have to change it. So 7 and 1/15 plus 15 15ths, right? So that turns into a 1. So 8 and 1/15. That's one extra step that I don't think they should have done. But anyway, good luck. Email me if you need help, and I'll we can call and work it through if you need help. But this is a hard one. Good luck.